Okay, so a friend of mine sent me a text message. He's looking for a job position, for a prospect for a job position he has, and he's having a hard time finding someone. So I figure I'm gonna create something that can help my friend that goes beyond LinkedIn or any normal job posting platform. And I figure it'd be fun if I can do it in under 20 minutes and I record myself doing this. So first of all, I'm gonna use this tool right here, V0 from Vercel. It's a great tool to text to code sort of tool to build websites, apps, and so on. The second tool we're gonna use, it's called Apollo. It's a prospecting tool, and I'm using Apollo because I have some credit left basically, and I can access the API. I want to use that API to populate some sort of like Google search for prospects, if you want to call it. We're going to be using Airtable after that to store all of this information, all of these profiles, and then it would be awesome if I can, and this is challenging because it's only 20 minutes, develop some sort of algorithm to assess these candidates from the information I get from Apollo, and I want to use AI to create that prospect assessment. So let's go. I'm going to start right now. All right, 20 minutes. First thing I want to do, I'm gonna give a little bit of an explanation, but I'm gonna set up my API. So I want to create a Google search like tool for recruitment. So you search for job title, location, seniority, and so on. And then you see candidates results as rows under. If you click on a candidate, let's call him candidate, pop-up window shows up with all the information. I want to do this using Apollo.io API. So, can you help me add the API key in an environment as a variable? We do that to just store all of our APIs in a safe way, but you know what? I have no project, so I'm gonna create a new project first. I'm gonna call this Recruiter AI. I have no time, I'm gonna move my head to do anything else, but I'm gonna create the project first so I can actually add the variables. Now I'm gonna show you something cool. If you add a new window, you Apollo documentation endpoint API thing, it should be something like search, because I've done this in past with Apollo. All right, people search, this is the one. You can just copy all of the information. You don't really need to understand any of this. You copy all of this, you paste that in a document like this one with some extra instructions and so on, and then you will download that as a PDF, and you want to add that PDF in the chat here. So the tool knows what you want to create, but also has all the technical information to create the proper API calling and using the right endpoints. So can you help me add the API key in an environment as variable? All right, we're starting with the first task. In under 3 minutes, I'm gonna blur this part because I'm gonna grab the API that I have here. I'm gonna paste that here. I'm gonna submit, and now it's gonna start coding. I'm gonna move this here so you can see what's going on. So it's setting up the API, and now it's gonna start coding, but I want to multitask as much as I can. So here I'm gonna come, help me create an algorithm description of it. My God. That assesses, how you write, candidates for a recruitment company. My God, I don't know how to write a recruitment because I am under pressure. That's why I'm writing so bad. For a recruitment company, assess 5 dimensions, I'm guessing, or something like that. You decide, but something like I want to do experience, obviously, professional. Is that how you write? It's not how you write it. Professional, breath, my God. International experience, etc. And use 0 to 100 points scale. I think that's enough. Let's go back here. We already have something. Hopefully this works. And if this works, we are, oh, look at this. So we already see a lot of people. And hello, Carl. This is very interesting. So I have the LinkedIn profile. I don't have email. The way Apollo works, it works with credits. So it pulls information, but then I pay money to get credits, and I use those credits to reveal the email because this is a prospecting outreach tool. But we're not using it like that. So we don't actually have to spend money except for the most basic subscription that gives you access to the API. Also, it's pulling everyone. So I'm guessing if this would have a number here, it would show like X amount of million people found. We don't want that because we don't want to use the API so much. So start the search empty, then only show results when I click on search. Also, can you please create, let me just see the UI. All right, so I want a tab. I want tabs with information. Can you create tabs in the pop-up card with info like employment, skills, current company, etc. And another one called AI assessment. This one uses AI to assess the candidate with an algorithm. But first, and this is very important, first create the variable to add my OpenAI API key. I don't know if this is too much information. And then create the algorithm based on this idea. This might be too much. Candidates going, all right, even give it a name. I'm not gonna read this, but I think it's very cool that you can create this basic algorithm because people think an algorithm is just code, but using AI actually it makes it better because you create a code that mixes with a reasoning model, and I'll show you in the code, hopefully, if it creates that here, because I'm gonna blur this again. I'm just grabbing my OpenAI API key because it's gonna create a variable first, hopefully. Yeah, it's right there. And I'm gonna paste that. Let me see, I think we are halfway through. All right, 12 minutes, 20 seconds left. I'm thinking we're not gonna be able to connect everything to Airtable because it takes just too long to do that. Oh, this is what I want you to see. So this is a prompt, right? But this prompt, in theory, if I explained myself properly, should have some JSON stringify or some sort of code in it. Oh, there you go. That passes. This is blinking. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm freaking out because this is like blinking. This is actual code that passes the Apollo information to the AI model. So when you think prompting an AI, it's not only words. It's not saying, hey, create this for me. It's actually passing code. You mix both, and that's how you take all of this to the next level. And you go from just a chat based AI to something way more stronger, but using the same model. All right, let's see what does with that. After we have pagination, this is good. I didn't ask for this, but probably realized that it couldn't show me 200 million results every time. And then you have some lists, the profile, employment company, and these are the actual tabs that I asked for: profile, employment company, AI assessment. And I don't know how long this is going to take because we asked for a lot of things and we are 10 minutes 50 seconds left. Looks like we might actually make this work, which is absolutely nuts. In the meantime, let's just go to ChatGPT for the fun of it and tell me real weird job positions. I don't know, let's see what. Professional mourner. This dog food taster. Other judge. Professional sleeper. Netflix tagger. Water slide tester. I like this. Should we? Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's do the professional sleeper. Okay, it's done. Looks like it should work. It's probably 10 minutes left. Probably it's not gonna work. This is my assumption. It's gonna work when we try to search for someone, but it's gonna fail and it's gonna break when we do the AI assessment. And my assumption is that because the models work in this way and they are conversational, it's very hard to make a model just to shoot out pure code unless you prompt it properly and you use the right model. I don't know if this tool by itself is going to choose the right model. So let's, you know what, I'm going to try to find myself first. Global general manager. I don't know my position, do I? Automation, and then I am based in Sydney. Let's see what happens here. I'm actually here. This is awesome. I would love to have my face here. Let's see. My face is right there. Look at that handsome boy. Employment. This is a lot of information that we're gathering. If you think that we're not paying 1 cent for this, I'm only paying the bare minimum monthly fee. Company and AI assessment. I don't know how good this is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna break because the JSON is not good. I'm just gonna cross my fingers, see how it goes. But if we wanted to make this a real tool, we can, all right, so we got something. We still have problems here. I'm guessing this should have a lot more information. So I'm a decent candidate. I'm just gonna try to fix while I'm explaining. So it's just gonna give all the wrong JSON here. It's an expected token and so on. It's gonna fix it. But I think very important is to understand that there are 2 bits to this. So you have the model reasoning with the assessing of this candidate's information. It's very important how you create the algorithm. Keep in mind, we created an algorithm using 1 prompt. So it's not the best, but imagine what you can do in a week of thinking about how to improve this algorithm. And the first step is the information you put in. I'm putting information from an API. I'm barely paying. I don't even know how much, $10 a month. So it gives me very limited data. But if I were to replace Apollo for core signal or for lead score or for anything that gives me more information, the assessment of this candidate would be a lot more accurate. And then if you ask the candidate to give you a resume, or you connect to one of other tools that you can find out there that do AI interviews and put all the data together before doing the assessment, the results would be absolutely great. CRM, Global Manager, Automation in Sydney. Come on, show me. I'm right there. Assessment, generate assessment, and we have 7 minutes to go. I'm very happy with the result already, and there you go. So we were missing this little part here and all the text. Let's go through this. Rod Gutierrez is a strong candidate with extensive experience in marketing and leadership roles, so on experience and expertise, one of the dimensions, professional breadth and adaptability. And you see this number? If you know a little bit how algorithms are built or can work, this is the weight of this dimension. So it's from 0 to 100 points, but it's 30% of the total in importance. So it's more important to have experience for this model than to have international experience and cultural fit. It's something I might want to change depending on who am I assessing and what are my thoughts on this. Now, I'm gonna try to tweak a couple of things and then we're gonna publish, and then hopefully it's gonna work when I deploy this. And let's see if I can make all of that in 5 minutes and 40 seconds. First of all, because we said we won't use Airtable. Did we? Did I say that? I'm not using Airtable because I don't have time. I'm gonna ask, can you add local storage and persistency? So we save the data, at least for the session, So I don't have to, like if I call it this, I want to see this information again. Then another thing, can you tweak the AI assessment algorithm to include, I want to include a few things here. So questions to ask the candidate in an interview. I want to add with the current information, best job positions for this candidate. And what else? I don't know. Whatever I publish this, put it in the comments. What did I miss? I don't know what else. Let's do that. And then this might be very challenging, and I don't know if I should do this. And also, can you add, before doing the assessment, a field where I can input the role I'm looking for, so the AI knows the position to be filled. I don't know if this is too much, might be too ambitious, and I would hate that with almost 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, I break the tool because I was too ambitious. Now, while tool does things, I think it's very important to acknowledge, like 3 months ago, these type of tools would be used for prototyping. Now, you can build companies with this. And I know it sounds crazy, but there's a company that I really like, it's called Lovable, and they actually published on LinkedIn the case of this other company that used Lovable to create a software, and they raised like $7 million in pre-seed investment. So how crazy is that you can use this tool and get investment for $7 million to develop more of the software you want to build? This is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Let's see, creating the storage, the search results. I don't know where it's gonna add that field for the role that I asked for, because I don't even know where to put that. And if we have some minutes left, which I don't think so, we can 100% look for a sleeper, a professional sleeper, and assess that. And then I think if this works, I'm gonna put the link so you can play with the tool as well. Let's see how much longer this will take. And it's crazy that, to me, if I'm being honest, this is taking too long, the last prompt. But I guess it's just me being anxious, because if I think about it, I built this tool, functional tool, in under 20 minutes. All right, I have 2 minutes left. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna go grab some water while it builds this. All right, we're doing a search form. We have 1 minute left. Oh, are we gonna make it? I don't know if we're gonna make it. At this stage, I'm an spectator, just like you. I'm doing nothing. We got it. Oh, how cool is this? We have 40 seconds left. If this works, it means that we managed to create a tool in 20 minutes. Oh, something went wrong. And we have 30 seconds. I don't think we're gonna be able to fix that. Maximum update depth exceeded. All right, so it's calling the same component too many times. It's gonna fix it. We have 15 seconds, and this is because I asked for local storage. And I guess it's too complicated to create without having that loop. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, this is gonna sound. Oh, I hate that sound. Oh no, we failed. I failed. Regardless, I want to see the result because it feels to me like we are just a few seconds away from having this tool working, and whatever we come up with in the end, it's just still surprising to me that we built something like this in just 20 minutes or in 21. So let's see what happens. At this stage, we ran out of time, so I'm just gonna fast forward the video until this tool finishes coding this search result. Okay, we're back. That took, I think, like 3 minutes. Let's see if it works. You know what? We're gonna do the professional sleeper. We're looking for, I'm just not gonna put any location because I don't know how many professional sleepers are in the world. I don't know if it, oh my God, there are people here. So let's go with Katie from the States. Katie, she is a professional sleeper. Doesn't have too much information about it, so I don't think the assessment is gonna be good. So let's try to find someone with more experience, although I'm not sure if professional sleeper is something where you change roles often. Oh, that's the same person. Did I save that profile? Oh, there's a save button. I didn't even notice that before. Okay, I'm just gonna assess myself because I'm actually curious. Every time I write it in a different order. All right, search. We are 25 minutes in on this video. It's 5 minutes longer than expected. Yeah, we know all of that already. I'm gonna marketing manager. Let's see what it thinks of me as a marketing manager. Analyzing candidate profile for marketing manager. And you know what? I'm very happy we didn't make it in 20 because it allowed me to put that feature there. And I think that feature is key. If you are a 79, I'm offended. So if you put that information there, it makes the result be a lot more accurate because you're not just assessing an overall candidate for every single role in the world. And if you don't put anything, it's going to assess that candidate for its own experience. So if my experience is in CRM, it's just going to try to tell me how good I am in something I've done in the past. But sometimes people want to, oh, I hit my mic, I'm sorry. Try to jump between roles, right? So overall score is 79. You have, the other thing I asked for, this is great, experience, professional breadth, adaptability, international experience, leadership. And this is something I talked about before. I do have very extensive international experience. The thing is, if we go to my employment here, it doesn't show because there's no way you know this is in Chile, for example. There's no way for you to know that this was in Canada, for example, or the US, something else, and so on. So we need to gather as much information as we can. So that's a score. Possible questions for me if I were to apply to a marketing management role. What challenges do you face when you lead a marketing team at company X? That's something we want to fix. I want the questions to be accurate, and I want the questions to be specific. Something. Sorry. Can you describe a situation where you had to adapt to a new technology or process? How do you approach? These are pretty good questions, nothing crazy. And recommendations, so I would be a very good senior marketing manager, so like way more than what we were looking for. Director of digital marketing and marketing operation lead. So I'm not that offended anymore. Anyways, guys, 28 minutes. I think I fail on paper, but I succeeded at the end. And I'm also happy to be a strong candidate for a role that I made up. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I for sure enjoyed making this. I'll make more of this. All right, have a great day. And I'm late because my lunch break finished 8 minutes ago. All right, bye-bye.